Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another IPW interview. And I'm delighted, absolutely delighted. You can probably see how delighted I am, A, by my face, but look at the background we've got here. We're in Colorado, and I'm with Tim Wolfe, who is the Director of State Tourism Board. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, how are you?
Not too bad. Tim, it's been a tough time for every destination all around the world. How have you fared? Have you benefited from the open spaces of Denver with domestic tourism?
We certainly have. I mean, it's been a unique time. We've had areas that have done actually very well with people wanting to get into the outdoor spaces, the mountains, the trails, some of the open spaces of rural Colorado. The Denver area and the urban areas, like most other areas in the world, have been hit particularly hard, but people have gravitated for getting out and exploring and hitting the trails and seeing other parts of the state. And it's been really good in many areas, but it's a challenge in other areas. So it's kind of a unique situation for Colorado.
Sure. Well, obviously, since we've been here in Vegas at IPW, we've heard the news that the US borders are opening to UK and EU citizens, which is obviously, I would think, music to your ears, as it has been to every other destination.
Yeah.
What is your reaction, and do you think there's a possibility of getting any business this year, perhaps with the ski season?
Yeah, well, we are super excited to hear that news. It's been long awaited, and it's just one step in our journey to welcoming everybody back. I mean, we are open, and this news just is going to propel our efforts to reach out to everybody. We are open. We welcome them back to all of our spaces. Colorado's got one of the highest vaccination rates, so we're super excited to welcome people back. And there's just things that you can do to really explore some unique experiences across the state. So it's going to be a slow ramp up, based on a number of different factors, but we're excited about it.
Do you think that in the post-pandemic world of tourism, people have been talking about Build Back Better and those types of things? Do you think that's just rhetoric, or do you think there's some substance to it? And I mean, I know that Colorado have worked for some years on, actually being very sustainable, very responsible in their tourism outlook. What changes, if any, do you see coming up?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, that is one of the things that we actually were able to focus on a little bit during this pause in some of our international tourism, is to look at our environment, to protect our environment, and how to promote it. And we have Colorado Cares and a number of different programs, Know Before You Go, and different things to look to protect our trails and leave it as you have found it. And we're working with the communities on how to get those messages out there to take care of it, because we did see a lot of outdoor traffic in these types of areas. So it was actually an area we were able to focus on in the last couple of years to make sure that that's right. We have electric byways and a number of different unique opportunities to explore Colorado in that regard. Excellent.
We were speaking beforehand, because we're both interested in it, about golf. That would be a relatively new product for Colorado to really promote, and I know how fantastic the golf course is from personal experience. They are in Colorado. Are there any other new products that you will be introducing and you may have introduced over the last 18 months?
Well, we talked about a number of golf, and that's certainly an outdoor experience that you can get the chance to see nature in the Front Range and the mountains. But we've got a terrific railroad opportunity coming up, the Rocky Mountaineer, which is a luxury route from Denver, a 2-day trip through Glenwood Springs, all through the mountains and then the open spaces, and then right out to Moab. So it's a terrific 2-day adventure. You get to see all the peaks in different valleys, and then the mesas, the Grand Mesas, and then the stop with the Glenwood Hot Springs right out there, and finishing in Moab. So we're pretty excited to launch that. It truly takes you back, and Colorado is one of the first places that for rail service and that type of transportation, and to see the majestic beauty of Colorado, it's just amazing to be able to do that on a train.
Excellent. Well, I know you're relatively new into the job, but you're a man with a lot of tourism and travel experience in the state. Wish you the very, very best of luck, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.